Okay, I'd like to remind everybody to turn off their cell phones. Okay. Does the chairperson have any comments?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Bathroom location is just out the door and to the left. You have to check in with the librarian first to buzz you in. Okay, our MC today is Price. Help me welcome Price. Let's have a great meeting today.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a pleasure to have the MC's role today. I'd like to begin with the first segment of our meeting by introducing our impromptu master. He is 14, lives in Hermosa Beach, and is very active in volleyball. He is a level 2 speaker and vice president of our club. Let's welcome up Jonathan.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm your impromptu master today. First of all, I'd like the timekeeper to explain her role.
The role of the timekeeper is to provide speakers with signals for how long they have spoken. For example, I will describe the timing for impromptus. When you reach 1 minute, I'll raise the green signal, 1.5 minutes, the yellow signal, and 2 minutes, the red signal. If you hear the bell, which I will ring at 2.5 minutes, you will not be eligible to win a ribbon for this segment of the meeting. Scheduled speakers and evaluators must reach the green signal to be eligible to win a ribbon.
Okay, first question. What is your favorite genre when it comes to books? And explain to us why this is. Claire.
Would you repeat the question, please?
What is your favorite genre when it comes to books? And explain to us why this is.
I personally like fiction a lot, and especially things that happen in the future. Future stuff is very interesting to me because it gives you a new perspective on what will happen in 100 years from now, or 20 years from now. It's especially interesting when the books that are written about the future were written a long time ago and are written about today's world, because you can, compare and contrast what the difference is between the books and how people thought that today would be, and how the books actually. Those are my two favorite genres of books. Thank you.
Okay, second question. Are you more athletic, academic, or both? Victor.
I don't know what academic means. Probably academic because I don't really like sports. And
If you were to start a business, what would it be and how would you make it succeed?
And
Jennifer.
I think that clothes making would be very interesting to be in a business because there's lots of new fashions that you could come up with. Like, you could make kind of out there clothes, or you could make business clothes. Well, I just like to say that if I were to have a business, I would probably make clothes.
Okay, today you want a vacation to anywhere in the world. Where would you choose and what would you do there? River.
so it'd probably be China.
Nuclear power plants are very dangerous. Do the rewards outweigh the risks to you or not? Please explain. Michael.
Well, recently there was the earthquake and tsunami in Japan that pretty much brought down their whole energy system. And their whole energy system was based on nuclear power plants. So pretty much all...
How do you choose a friend? Hi. What is your thought on electric cars? Do you think it will solve the ongoing problem of gas or not? Explain. Would you rather have a famous piece of modern art or classic art? And tell us why you choose the one you did. Logan. As a person, when do you plan on dating? In college, high school, or when an adult? And
There's
why?
not much to do. I just want to have a bunch of kids. Like 10 or something. And I'm not going to be a comedian when I grow up. Thanks.
Okay, those were great answers. Now I must ask who is eligible.
Claire, Jennifer, River, Kaya, Price, Micah, Kit, and Cullen.
Please vote.
Who's eligible again? Claire, Jennifer, River, Kaya, Price, Micah, Kit, and Cullen.
Ms. Ramsey.
During this next portion of our meeting, we will hear from our prepared speakers. Our first speaker is Cullen. There's no need to tell you that he'll be 11 tomorrow because he's told us enough already. He is a level 1 speaker and the president of our club. Today he'll be giving his vocal variety speech, which is 5 to 7 minutes long. His evaluator will be Jennifer. Please welcome Cullen.
Good morning. Does anyone here like sports? Many people love sports, especially if things go well for their team or something. Or if their horse wins the Triple Crown. Who knows what the Triple Crown is? No one? Okay, let's go on. Okay, but we may tend to overlook some things about sports. What would sports be like without its voice? Who recognizes this? It's time for Dodger Baseball! Next time you watch, pay attention to the voice of sports. And that's the game. Thank you.
Our second speaker is 9 years old and lives in LA. Another celebrant of a May birthday, he turns 10 in less than 2 weeks. Today he will be giving his gestures speech, which is 5 to 7 minutes long. His evaluator will be Kit. Ladies and gentlemen, Logan.
Hi, I'm Logan, and I am going to tell you about a date of paintball. My friend Clayton came over one night to invite me to go paintballing for his 13th birthday. I was sure my parents wouldn't let me go, but after a day of discussing, they did. I was so excited that the day before, I woke up at 5 a.m. I sure did have happy parents. I was so tired, I fell asleep in the back of the car on the way home. In my friend's car. As far as our wins went, my team won the first game because my dad shot well. We also won the Dune area. But the rest, we lost. But it didn't matter because it was a great day. Thank you.
River is giving our is knowledge speech for us today, which is 7 minutes long, plus or minus 30 seconds. And is the final speech to complete level 1. His evaluator will be Kateri. Please give it up for River.
3 years ago, my dad decided to buy a sailboat. He thought it'd be a fun thing for the family, and he liked to be out in water. So we found an old sailboat for $700 at a yucky dock at Long Beach. And he fixed it and painted it and made it look like it was worth $1,000. He couldn't wait until the next family sailing trip with me and with our family. But we were all little. Who's seen any boat movies? Okay, good. Well, they use like this hard shell thing, and it's like they row, and that's called I think. I don't know, but we call it hard shells. I hope you have all enjoyed my speech about boats, Madam MC.
Our last speaker will be Claire. She is 14 and was not born in Maine, though she does have the distinction of being our oldest member. Today, Claire will be giving her visual aid speech, which is 5 to 7 minutes long. Her evaluator is Kaya. Allow me to present Claire.
Good morning. Today I will tell you all about a hobby of mine, crocheting. Crocheting is a lot like knitting, except instead of using 2 sticks in knitting, you use only 1 stick with a little hook on the end. Crocheting hooks come in all different sizes, but personally I like the really small ones. The sizes of the hooks affect the looks of the crocheted product so that some are loose and some are tight. The small ones make it tighter, and the thicker ones make it loose. This duck was the first amigurumi that I ever made, and it is my absolute favorite. I made it for my little cousin, and she totally loved it. It took me about 2 days to finish, and it was so adorable. Its little wings could flap, and its eyes were made out of beads. Now, I hope you all enjoyed learning about one of my favorite hobbies, crocheting, as much as I enjoy crocheting. Maybe you will even want to learn how to crochet also. Thank you. Mr. MC.
Timekeeper. Well, were all of the speakers eligible?
Yes, and they are Cullen, Logan, River, and Claire.
May I have the vote for best speaker? The third main segment of our meeting is the evaluation portion of the meeting. Our first evaluator will be Jennifer, level 3, evaluating Cullen's vocal variety speech. Please help me welcome Jennifer.
Today I am evaluating Cullen, and Cullen did his vocal variety speech. The purpose of the vocal variety speech is to use volume, pitch, rate, and quality to add meaning and interest to the speaker's message. I think Cullen met this goal quite well. I liked how you introduced it. The audience participation is a good way to start off a speech. And I liked your vocal variety, how you started with a big voice and got into a little voice. It kept the audience interested, and I know it kept me interested. It got me listening more to the words that you were trying to say. But I noticed that you stuttered sometimes, and there were poses that are just two things that you could work on a little bit. And other than that, your speech was very good. And I would also like to mention that your stage presence was particularly good, and that you were very that the topic was something that you were interested in, and I liked that. And I'm looking forward to more of your speeches. Thank you.
Our second evaluator will be my sister, Kit, one of our longtime members of the club and a level 4 speaker, sharing her thoughts on Logan's gesture speech. Kit.
Thank you, Mr. MC. The goal of Logan's gestures speech was to use body language to help the speaker communicate his message. I think that he met this goal very well. Some things that I liked about his speech was all his gestures were natural. They were just like natural. I mean, some people would be like, okay, and I shot this person, and then I died, and stuff like that. Your gestures, they weren't all pantomimed and stuff. They were just natural. Also, you could tell that the audience liked your humor. You could tell, well, I personally liked your humor a lot. Another thing about your speech is that you spoke loudly. Everybody in the room could probably hear you, even those people back there. But it was hard to find something that needed work, but I think that next time you could work on talking a little slower. Then some people could better understand you. But overall, your speech is great. I'm looking forward to more of your speeches.
Terry, who is a level 2 speaker, will be our second to last evaluator. Today she will evaluate River's knowledge speech. Let's welcome Kateri.
Today I'm evaluating River's Speaking with Knowledge speech. The goal of the Speaking with Knowledge speech is to research an issue and present a speech about it, incorporating all the skills learned up to this point. The speech should be exactly 7 minutes.
Our last evaluator is Kaya. She is a level 1 member. Today she'll be evaluating Claire's visual aid speech. Here's Kaya.
Hi. Claire gave her visual aid speech today. The goal of the speech is to use visual aids to help the audience understand and remember what they hear. I think Claire met her goal very well because she was explaining how.
Timekeeper. Were all the evaluators eligible?
The eligible evaluators were Jennifer, Kit, and Kaya.
I would like you to take a moment to vote on Best Evaluator. At this time, I'd like to call up our Poet Laureate for today. He'll turn 9 this month. He's a level 1 speaker. Let's welcome Victor.
Today's Poet Laureate, I'm supposed to introduce my poem by saying the poet's name, when he lived, why he wrote the poem, and why I chose it. All of this you will understand better if I say it after I read the poem. The name of the poem is Mr. Nobody. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that is done in everybody's house. No one ever sees his face, and yet we all agree that every plate we break was cracked by Mr. Nobody. 'Tis he who always tears our books, who leaves the door ajar. He pulls the buttons from our shirts and scatters pins to Mr. Nobody. The author of this poem is listed as anonymous, so now you see it's written by nobody. And that is why I chose it.
Would Michael please give his counter report?
The purpose of the all counter is to draw our attention to those speaking filler words that we want to get rid of. Words like so, like, whatever you know, plus excessive ands. Micah got 7, Jennifer got 3, Terry got 1, Kaya got 5, got 7, Larry got 3.
Thank you very much. Would our vote counter, Micah, please tell us who won Best Impromptu?
Cullen.
And would you please tell us the winner of Best Evaluator?
That would be Jennifer.
And please tell us the winner of Best Speaker.
That goes to Claire.
I would like to return the meeting to our president, Cullen.
Okay, yeah, that was an interesting meeting. Okay, I'd like to comment on our MC today. You were prepared. You seemed very comfortable. You kept things running smoothly. Okay, so you did great. Okay, and our impromptu master had good, prepared, and juicy questions. Okay, next meeting is May 19th here at the Carson Library. I thank you all for a good meeting. Wait, does the chairperson have any final comments? Okay, I thank you all for coming for what has been a historical meeting. Meeting adjourned.